The headline reads, Barca up Neymar's release clause because Terry Gibson on La Liga's podcast stated that Neymar could potentially move away from Barcelona. So that is your juiciest rumour of the day, and we will discuss many others, but we're going to start with the juiciest and then get into the ones that just kind of fall by the wayside. And we're going to call this the transfer turnstile, because there's going to be people going, people coming.
We are not going
Say
to
it 4 times.
The transfer turnstile is absolutely not what it's going to be called.
Hit us in the comments with what you would like to call our transfer rumour show. And we're going to try and bring it to you midweek, every week, is because when the Euros fly around, you know, the Euros and the Copa America, that's everyone's biggest shop window. Pick me, pick me. I need a new team.
Yeah, but how are they going to fit everybody in that turnstile?
I don't know.
Everyone's going a different direction. The turnstile wouldn't even move. Where would Neymar go? Premier League?
That's very
League
interesting.
Un?
I would say,
dominate with PSG?
If I was to say that this ridiculousness would have any substance, because first of all, that's my official point of view on it, is he's not going anywhere. But if he was to go anywhere, maybe PSG.
Yeah,
if they're going to let out Zlatan's going, but maybe have someone.
Wait, he's definitely going?
Zlatan's contract's up in the
He's
summer.
gone.
He's
so
out.
he's gone.
He's gone. He's not signed a new contract.
New rumor. Where's he going?
Zlatan? We've talked about this every week for the past 2 months about where Zlatan's going. It's either going to be Manchester United, and then there's slight rumours that he's going back to AC Milan.
Start his own team.
Yeah, potentially. He would, and he'd get away with it. All right, so I've got my rumours here that I'm going to discuss first of all. Right. So the first one is Alexis Sanchez to Juventus. So I talked about this morning.
That's awesome.
Whenever this clip goes up, or yesterday on the Rumour Rater over on the Football Republic, our good friends, you can check that out. And I basically said that this should have some sort of substance, and the reason why is why not? Why would Alexis Sanchez not consider the Italian champions, who are growing and getting better and have the backing of a good manager and have good players and have Dybala and Pogba and youth?
Pogba's gone.
And a good system? No, not this year.
Oh, yes he is.
And all this youth and system, whereas Arsenal, he was probably signed on the myth that they would be strengthening and go on to potentially win the Premier League, but they just blew their best chance, and Leicester walk away as a champion. So if I was Alexis Sanchez, who apparently stormed away from the stadium after the recent game against Manchester City, no substance to that, just hearsay. Why would you not consider this? And why, if anyone is going to criticise him, because Arsenal fans do have every right to it, I would simply answer it as, what are you doing? What I would answer Arsenal is, what are you doing to make me stay? Are you going to get rid of Arsene Wenger? Are you going to change the system? Are you going to give us backing? I don't see any of those.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think, first of all, Juventus, Forza Juve, love Juve, and they have so much heart.
Yeah, they do.
They really do.
Is that ever since we interviewed those 2 guys that supported Juve? That's why.
I don't know, man. Like I'm a terrible football fan in the way that I like there's soft spots. I like Liverpool's and I like Juventus's, multiple. And I like Swansea's, but me and Jordy will be doing championship reviews next year. Swansea and Newcastle. Here we go.
No, they'll stay up.
But Alexis Sanchez to Juventus would be a great move for his career because he's deserving of a better system. Even when you watch him play internationally with Chile, and he won the Copa America, and you're like, oh my God.
Trophies fit that guy.
Crazy amount of talent and skill and high IQ level of play. And he wins trophies, and then he goes back to Arsenal. And, he meets with Arsene Wenger in the tunnel, and Wenger goes, we were supposed to finish second. We finished fourth. Proved them wrong.
Keep them guessing. So that is one that potentially has some sort of rumor. And I know Arsenal fans are probably already typing ferociously, calm down, your keyboard is not the enemy. I am, but don't hurt me.
But don't hurt me.
But before you get upset, there is some transfer rumours of people coming to the Emirates Stadium, and that is the duo. By the way, these 2 guys are seemingly going as a partnership everywhere. It's Kante and Mahrez. So the Leicester raid has apparently already sparked the interest of everyone. But Kante and Mahrez, according to The Telegraph, as a recent article that is actually the source for this one, that Arsenal are weighing up a large bid to try and bring both players to London. So
do you think they would do it for the money? Because they could win another Premier League with Leicester.
So, that is the overwhelming question of transfer rumours so far is what would entice these 2 players to go to Arsenal? What would entice them to go to Manchester United?
Money.
The only kind of, maybe if they really are, if they're swayed by personalities, it would all depend on the managerial, I would say, acquisitions. If Jose Mourinho goes to Manchester United, that immediately increases their stock. That immediately puts them forward as a interesting team to watch next season. Pep Guardiola coming to Manchester City makes them an interesting teams already. You'd want to play under a manager who is drenched in accolades. But going to Arsenal, again, I don't want to make Arsenal out to be the enemy, but what is changing? Arsene Wenger is not even allured to the fact that he's interested in leaving. The Arsenal fans, in certain cases, have voiced this, and they've made reasoning, and he's spat out every single excuse. Oh, well, I need to stay because when the financial directors or whatever else come up to me and said, you have to stay here, Arsenal, else we're not going to invest in a new stadium. Bullshit with a pinch of bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's all about what should these players come to Arsenal for? Should they come there for the potential to win trophies because they're getting sold potential non-stop, but they're not living up to it?
So you don't think, I don't even know if it's on your list, I think Pogba's going to Barcelona. And I know that sounds insane, but I think there's a lot of money to be offered there. I think a slightly better chance of winning a Champions League, obviously competing in La Liga.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it would make sense, especially because their midfield could use a super strong, tall, awesome human being.
True, but I don't think that Yaya Toure thrived as well in Barcelona's system as he potentially.
Young Yaya Toure compared to right now Paul Pogba, what was the athleticism? Are they the same?
Very similar. I mean, I think Paul
Pogba's I only know older Yaya Toure.
Yeah, I think Paul Pogba's got more technical prowess and a little bit more oomph, to lack of a better word, to his game.
Toure more fundamental.
Toure more fundamental, structured a little bit, not as much so now, but I just think Paul Pogba does have that star quality that he would like to get.
Yeah,
I think would be very marketable at Barcelona. But by the way, to go back to the Neymar point, the reason why that transfer might not be something to consider unless someone like Neymar goes elsewhere is because according to reports, the Nou Camp, which is going to be going under a new revamped outlook, is going to take a lot of their finances from it. Do I believe that? No shot in hell, because I know that Barcelona are still one of the highest earners in La Liga because of the television rights. And unless that changes, them and Real Madrid are still going to have enough money to make big money transfers.
They can auction off a date with Messi for whatever, 23
one date for
billion.
Messi, some guy will buy it for $1 million.
$1 million? I think somebody would buy it for like 40 billion.
40 billion one date with Messi?
Yeah, it would be
Who's
the
paying for
the
this?
King of Spain.
Jesus Christ. Good mention. There is some actual transfers that's already happened, and it is the very familiar story, as I talked about, from Dortmund when they see another player head to Bayern Munich. Now, I know people are going to be, oh, well, he already played at Bayern Munich. He was in their system there, and then he went to Dortmund from Bayern. He's just gone back home. Again, Jason, can you give me some more bullshit?
Bullshit.
Yeah, his career was defined at Borussia Dortmund. You telling me he's got more allegiance to Bayern Munich just because he started there? No, he led Borussia Dortmund through tough times, Champions League finals. He obviously played with Germany. He's a very good player, high IQ, great with the ball at his feet. But the allegiance to Borussia Dortmund is always going to be overwhelmed by the thought of winning a Bundesliga trophy at the Big Brother club, which is who they are. Bayern Munich. I had this argument, I think it was like one of my first clips on TYT Sports when some commentators gathered.
Your first clip was Matt Hummels?
No, it was at a clip and commentators gathered to just like try and scythe me down about how I was wrong that Borussia Dortmund sell their best players to Bayern Munich. And I'm like, how can you argue with that?
And your hair looked like the Seinfeld episode where there was not enough water pressure.
Not enough what?
So, not enough water. Water pressure.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you said. But I get it. So Mats Hummels has moved. And by the way, Manchester United, again, linked to Zlatan, and the transfer rumours will flood in for them. I'm going to do a clip on who they should clear out. And I'm talking there's at least 8 or 9 players that need to just go, bye-bye. Don't let the red knob hit you on the arse on the way out.
And the Arsene Wenger on the way out.
And the
Wednesday morning transfer news. That's what we're calling it.
Nice.
No, we're
very
not
generic.
We're not calling it the transfer turnstile.
Why?
Comment below with what you would like us to call our transfer rumor show.
We will have the juiciest.
For right now, it's called the best effing transfer rumor show on the internet.
I like that.
Okay, that's what it is now. If there's enough votes, we'll change it.
Can we change it to Clint Brown's transfer show?
Clint Brown's transfer Dapper A.
Interesting. Comment, Twitter, good stuff, Facebook. See you soon.